Hey, it's your boy Dustin from the Flying Chairs, the Rise podcast. And today, oh shit, you won't believe it. I got Emilee here, back for the second time, and this girl is the shit. She's a ghost hunter, and she's blew my mind with my curiosity because I like to live by curiosity through people, period, through people. And and I saw her, and her and her husband have been just ghost hunting and like have their own YouTube channel and just making a name for themselves. And I was like, I gotta have them on my fucking show. So, Emilee, can you tell my guests, for the ones who don't know who you are and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Emilee. I'm a paranormal investigator, and I live in Indianapolis right
Oh,
now.
Indiana. That's cool. And how long have you been doing the investigations now?
For I think I'm gonna say like a year and a half. I'm gonna say close to about a year. I'm gonna say that.
Okay,
Safe
you're
to
a
say.
newbie. Wow.
A
Okay,
newbie.
you're a newbie. That's why I get the people out here, get the names for themselves. Because that's why I like the enthusiastic people, the ones who not doing it for the money, is just the straight love
Yeah.
and curiosity for the subject and just want the answers for themselves, or actually just do it themselves. Actually, I have never been ghost hunting. Melissa, can you believe that?
Oh my God.
I can't believe that, but you're going to have to go on a ghost hunt
I
soon.
need to. So
Yeah.
I know we have some real haunted places here in Madison, where I'm at, and yeah, I should just kick myself in the nuts and go. You know what the fuck?
Yeah, you should
Shit.
just kick yourself in the nuts and go. Whatever it takes.
It's like I go, oh,
Yeah. Don't go stumbling into any places in pain,
yeah.
though. Need your wits about you to go ghost hunting.
Oh, those, yeah,
So,
right. Maybe the ghosts think
yeah.
I'm very humorous, even to do that,
Oh,
just to come
yeah,
see them.
definitely. They might respond better that way if you're humorous. They might say, I like this guy. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm curious where you got your start, Emilee. Like what sparked your interest to get into paranormal investigating?
So it's from a young age. My mom really got me into it. I don't really think she got me to like paranormal investigating, but like Halloween was like our thing growing up, and we had a cemetery that was like down the road. She used to drop me and like my friends off down at like some haunted locations at like I want to say like midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then pick us up an hour later. So that was real fun. And now she doesn't like doing it. She's like very, very religious. So
Mhm.
Huh.
she's like, no, that's not for me anymore. And I'm like, well, you got me into it. I'm like, you birthed the weirdo. It's your fault.
Straight up. Yeah, and I was always kind of the weird kid too. Well, when I was a kid growing up, when I go to the library, I went straight to like the UFO books and like the ghost and the Bigfoot and just like the picture books too, because mainly
Yes.
they're all
Mhm.
pictures and stuff like that. So I was just like,
Mhm.
even like
Yes.
even like dressing weird too. I used
Mhm.
to wear like a gesture hat in fourth grade and shit. Like
It's
I
true.
used to be like a clown, and my parents was like, Jesus Christ, why he's not? That guy's not dressed like a woman or something like that.
Dustin,
But
I used to do that too. I used to draw tons of pictures of haunted houses with busted windows and pictures of ghosts coming out of the
oh,
windows. So, yeah, maybe that's just something that sticks with us throughout our lives. And then
it does.
eventually, yeah.
Well, it's
So,
just kind of funny that now we're all adults and it pops up as a full-time blown hobby, and enough where
mhm.
Yeah.
a social or our social outlet is other paranormal people and investigators and other people we kind of admire, and the fact that we like end up having the opportunity to talk to some of these people that we idolize, at least for me. I'm pretty sure down the line you're just getting into this, Emilee, and I'm pretty sure down the line you're going to meet all these other people who want to get to know you or are big in the field. And I guess the conventions are the best way to meet people that way. That's why I've been doing. I went to the Chicago one. We're doing here tomorrow up
Yes,
in
that's right.
Fond du Lac. I'll be on the UFO panel at 2:30. I think it's speaker room 2. I think there's three
That'd be
different
fun.
speaker rooms. Yeah, again, today's too, they're releasing all the UFO files, and the government
Oh,
today they had like a live Congress this afternoon. I think this hearing is still going on. I think it's gonna be like a 6 or 7 hour hearing of all the evidence and whistleblowers, and they're saying, Congress, you better fucking start telling us the fucking truth. This is it. Come on. So yeah, either way, it's a slow leak of disclosure, and I think we'll find out tomorrow too. There'll be more things being released to the public.
Did you ever watch that Pyramid Code I told you to watch?
Oh, I might have to watch it. No,
You forgot, didn't you?
no, we get to watch it. Sorry.
Oh, so good. You're good.
Okay,
What is
no.
what is that? The Pyramid Code.
It's like a four-part series. It's like on Unifad TV. It's like this. I can't remember what his name is. Like Jason and Ray Shirka or Jason something. I think Ray Shirka, and he's like this. What is it called? TLS. He's like a part of this agency TLS, and he like wants to be like unknown. And they go into like UFOs and like medium psychics and different
Yes, yes.
dimensions and like higher level of
Well,
power stuff.
I still have that what you sent me on our I know I always save everybody's conversation, so like I can just scroll up and find it
Yeah.
that you sent
And
me.
it's cool because they talk about how like the Garden of Eden is like a real place, not far from like Baghdad and like all this kind of stuff. So it
Yep.
goes into different lives and the different planets and stuff. So it's been really cool. And I just went to the Mothman Museum in West Virginia last
Oh, did
week.
you?
Oh, that's super
Yes.
Tell
cool.
us more about that.
Yes, because now I'm getting into more like UFOs and like cryptids and everything. Good
Well, there
job,
you go. You
Dustin. I
can.
really
Yeah,
do.
it's all in this. Actually, it's all in the same realm of.
Realm.
I think it's all connected in a sense
It's
because
so interesting.
Earth is the Disneyland of the galaxy. Like straight up.
Yeah,
There's just so
so
much weird shit happening here and weird
yeah.
phenomena. It's all connected, and it's been happening since the dawn of time, since men can
Yep.
remember shit.
So I just went to the TNT bunkers last weekend for where they got saw the Mothman or whatever. That was really cool. If you saw my pictures on Facebook on that, it was like with all the graffiti and stuff. It was super, super cool. But I was like, I gotta go to the Mothman Museum. We're in West Virginia. Like we gotta go before we go because we went back to Lake Shawnee. So the day before we drove down there to go to that. It
That
was
is so cool.
it was a
That's
time. It
cool.
was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat because I believe that extraterrestrials can cross into the whole realm of paranormal.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because we've investigated, when I say we, me and my team have investigated homes where people believe that they have had experiences with both, with human spirits and extraterrestrials. They'll tell us about skin markings and things that they've caught in their home cameras with, faces that look like grays. So I do believe that they can cross into that realm. The hard thing for me as a medium is really knowing the difference because I'll get asked, do you believe this is a human spirit? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes I truly can't give an accurate answer about that sort of thing, but I do believe it exists. And I do believe, like you said, it's all in the same, yeah, yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. I took out my haunted and my cursed objects like a few weeks ago. And
Uh-huh. Cool.
I don't know if my therapist, I was talking to my therapist a couple days ago, and she was like, maybe we should put those back in the storage where they belong because I've had some crazy paranormal experiences that have happened in my house since getting them, and they're not good experiences. And it's not like I don't even know how to explain this. Like the first night, I took them all out, and I put them in my bedroom on like the shelf or something. And I woke up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, I couldn't sleep, but I was still up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it just felt like there was someone that was like standing over me, like watching me. And I had a panic attack. And I don't really have those at all. So that was horrifying. Then my cat got an ear infection the next day. That was the only animal in our house that did. My car ended up dying.
Oh
So I
my
had to go
God.
get that fixed. And then now I have a ghostie that lives in my car.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
oh my
It's so
shit.
strange. And my headlights will turn on and off like random most nights. And my husband will be in the kitchen and he'll go, Emilee, are you next to your keys? Did you like turn your car on? And I'm like, no. And they'll be like over on the area over here by the TV, and I'm like, I'm not even near it. And he's like, it's just going off. So one day it's just going off and on, off and on, off and on. And I'm like, I've never had that happen. So I asked my mom, I said, do you think anything that could like be messing with my car? She goes, no. I said, do you think it's a ghost? She goes, yes. I said, okay. I got a
Wow.
ghost. I
Yeah,
have a
it's
ghost.
that's amazing how, like you said, bringing a haunted something with an attachment into your home and the havoc that it can wreak, in so many ways. Like you said, your car is affected, your animals. That reminds me of a place I investigated before in Philadelphia. It's called Fort Mifflin. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted in the country. And so during my investigation, one of the gentlemen who worked there handed me some rocks that were in the parking. They came from the parking lot. And he says, what are you feeling about these? And I held them in my hand and I said, I'm feeling a very angry gentleman does not want anyone to handle these. And he said, you're exactly right. He says, one of our guests who was touring the fort decided to take these rocks in the parking lot. Just said, just for the sake of like having some kind of, token, memorabilia, something. And the same thing happened to them. They took these rocks home and all hell broke loose that they took the rocks back to the fort and said, yeah, we don't want any part of these rocks out of a parking lot. It's odd, you just never know when the spirits may not want you to be, touching something that they feel like doesn't belong to you, which was in this case, so you just never know.
It's yeah. When I went to Lake Shawnee last week, I was filming an intro, and my husband was taking a nap in the car, and it was cold out, so we were car camping. And I went by myself down like this back trail that was last time I went was like November, and it was all like high weeds and everything, so they just mowed it. And they have a back trail behind like the Ferris wheel that you can go to. And I was like, oh, I can't cross. There's like a water pipe and it has like a ditch, so I can't. So went to go turn back. And I just got this like weird, like sudden, like sick feeling like I was being like followed and watched. And I just like hear something come out of like the wooded area, and I darted. And I can't wait to post that video because in that video you'll see me like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And I dart. I was like, I darted. I was like, mm-mm.
That's
That
awesome.
was scary.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Have you ever had any investigations that stood out to you the most where you were like, wow, this was really freaky, this was very unsettling? Like, have you had anything like that happen to you since you've been investigating for, this past year?
Yeah, so last time, maybe it wasn't last time, maybe it was the time before, I went to Indiana State Sanatorium. I told Dustin about this the first time I was on. And we were in groups of two or whatever, and some of us were upstairs on like the fifth story in the Violent Men ward, and we were feeling on nauseous. And I guess like during that time, there were some other investigators or people that were getting signals like a woman or they're following you. So we go down into the nursing home area, and I'm getting told there's like crawlers down there, and I'm thinking it's pitch black. What the fuck's a crawler?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, right. What the fuck is that?
My friend's also a medium psychic, so they had her down at like the nurses station bench, and she was like yelling 10, and my friend was like, who's also a psychic medium, he was like, go check on your friend. And I couldn't even make it past like the nurses station. There was like the door was rattling, and then at that point there was like this, it was like a black figure with like long like fingers that was like peeking out. So I ended up crying, and I felt like I was having a panic during that time. And they were like, hey, this girl is she's about to faint. Can you take her outside? I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I went to go take this girl outside, and I'm sitting there, and I just see this, like, it was just like this figure, plain as day. It was just this woman. And I looked at her. I don't know this girl. I looked at her. I said, hey, I don't have a flashlight, but you do. Can you shine over there? And she turned over there, turns backs at me, and then runs back in the nursing home. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And we're all sitting there like screaming and crying. And after I asked her what she saw, because I was like, maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, it is dark. She was like, I saw a woman in a hospital gown. And I was like, yay me. So I don't know. I went back there one other time. And I really didn't see anything that much that time, but Indiana State Sanatorium's like a hit or miss. I didn't think it was haunted when I first went there, but little did I know.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask if you had ever been there, because I hear so much about that place. I hear about it constantly. So I was wondering, if you've ever been there, explored, did any kind of investigating. So it sounds like you had a pretty intense, experience.
Yeah. I live an hour from it now. I used to live like 2 hours from it, so I moved closer to downtown Indianapolis. So I live an hour from it. So it's a good place to go. I think that my husband just gets tired of going to the same places over and over and over again, and he wants something new. But I think my friend sent me something today about like downtown Indy. There's like a little city that's below us.
Oh,
And he was like, here's a purple dot that you guys can like go in and explore like the catacombs and everything down there. And I
oh,
was like, okay, he
crazy.
said, let me know if you guys want to go. And I was like, we should go there. I was like, I don't know if it's trespassing, but we should go there.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll give it a shot. If we don't get kicked out, then hey,
If it
For
the
sure.
worst that you probably would ever get would be a ticket.
hmm
It's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't
So
get arrested. Never been arrested, so let's not do that.
Yeah,
yeah,
that you don't want that
especially if you
too.
have a clean record, then you're
Yep.
definitely good. But
Yep.
no,
Yeah.
I was gonna say we have a guy here in Madison that is the real mole man. This
What is
guy, his name is
mold man?
Molten.
Mole man,
Mole.
Mole
Mold
man.
man. I was like, well,
Straight up, this guy from 1975 has been going down the steam pipe underneath uh, Madison campus, over like 20 miles long of like where it's all the steam pipes and other water pipes, but it's just like tunnels, just tons of tunnels. And then his name is Tunnel Bob.
okay, that's Tunnel
Oh,
Bob.
wow.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, we talked about Tunnel Bob before.
yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
he ended up getting his own Wikipedia, not by purpose. I'm gonna put him up
Oh,
there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just really weird that like he's just trying to escape probably this reality above ground
Mhm.
to
yeah.
to be under. He's not homeless, but he just goes down there and he's been like getting tickets. He's known as a peeping Tom too. He's been like got caught with tons of porn and shit.
Good.
Yeah,
Quite a character.
Tunnel Bob.
Yeah.
There might be a picture of Tunnel Bob here on.
Do you have a
Oh,
picture of him?
I think I do. Hold on.
Yeah.
Someone
Let's see.
made
We gotta see this guy.
someone made a music video about him too.
Really?
oh my gosh.
Wow,
Some college kid.
that's funny. Yeah, I'm
Oh
dying to
my
see.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm dying to
All
see what
right,
this
here we
guy
go.
looks like.
I got it.
Shut up.
Tunnel Bob.
Okay, there he is.
I made my own AI video of like just telling the story of Tunnel Bob. It's really awesome, actually.
You
Like,
gotta share that.
yeah, I could share
What?
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
Oh, I love Tunnel Bob.
Tunnel Bob is awesome.
So
But
he's been
no,
doing that since 1975. He's been exploring.
1975.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's just known just to go to unlocked places. So one of my high school friends went with them down to the tunnels. Like I don't know how they met up at I ran into him at a gas station or something. He's like, "Hey man, can you like take us down to the tunnel sometime?" And I guess he like met up with them later, and they went down there, and he just said there was like a maze of like just zigzagging. He said you could easily get lost, and it was like about
Oh, wow.
over 100 degrees down there too, because the steam's it's so
Oh,
hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised the homeless don't fucking come over.
they probably do.
You know?
You never
Oh
know.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Um,
That's so funny.
yeah. Now, have you ever had like paranormal experiences in your own home, Emily? Like did you ever like see spirits growing up?
Oh,
Anything like that happen?
oh, so when I moved out of my parents' house, I don't know how long it's been, but my mom, like recently, maybe it was in the past like couple years or something, she told me that the house is haunted. And I said, oh, interesting. She said that one day she came home from work. My sister was already at home. My sister was at the edge of the hallway. And she said that she was trying to like get in the house or something. And she asked my, like, she was like, open like the door. And I kept knocking on it. And my, like, she said that the door went open and then it flew open. And my sister was at the edge of the hallway. And she was like, well, what took you so long to open the door? And she was like, oh, I didn't open that. And my mom was
Oh,
like, whatever, like, stop playing with me. She said another time, my sister told her that she was sleeping in bed and, or no, she was not sleeping in bed. She was laying in bed and she was just doing whatever. And she said my mom like walked over to her bedroom and just stared at her. And she was like, Mom, like, do you need anything? And my mom didn't answer. And then my mom just turned around and went back to the bedroom. So my sister was like, that's weird. And then my sister said, that the next morning that she went to my mom's room and she said, why were you in my bedroom last night just staring at me? My mom was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, why am I now finding this out after I leave? Like,
Wow.
this
right?
couldn't happen when I was there. So my mom said she salted all the windows and everything. She was like, I don't want that in my house at all. And I was like, but I want it in my house, just not the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. Was it some sort of like doppelganger? I've heard of the word mimic before
Yeah.
too, where spirits will mimic the sound of a loved one. My cat just passed away a week ago,
Mm,
Mhm.
and
sorry.
yeah, so I would say like the very next night that I lost him, I was sitting quietly in my kitchen and I heard him meow. And
No.
I stopped dead in my tracks and I thought, okay, maybe I'm just imagining this, thinking I heard him. Maybe I'm hearing things and I just brushed it off. But then the next night, my daughter, I heard her crying because she said she heard him meow. So
No.
I really hope that it was my cat reaching out and not something mimicking him. I can't imagine why, something would be in my house messing with me like that. But yeah, it's interesting how that happens. Like you said, you saw your mom. Was it her? It obviously wasn't her. Yeah, just how these like spirits will
Yeah.
mess with people. So that's interesting. Yeah. I've had experiences with spirits all my life, ever since I was a very young child, and it frightened the heck out of me. I did not welcome this, and I tried to like tune it out as I was growing up. Always knew it was with me, but the more I tried to push it away, the more it came back full force and said, this is a part of you, and you're going to either accept it and embrace it, or and that's what I did. Instead of fearing it, I just accepted that, this is me, and that's where I became fascinated with the whole paranormal. And
Uh-oh.
You might have lost her.
Oh,
No.
it went bye-bye.
Did it? Okay. Well, she'll come back on. She'll figure it out. So unfortunately, I haven't had any paranormal experiences myself. I had my dad had his personal experience, and he likes to tell the story a lot about he lived in Milwaukee when he was growing up on the south side, and he and his cousin were waiting to hear back from their parents that their grandfather was just dying in the hospital. So they get a phone call saying, "Yeah, Grandpa passed," and they're like, "Okay, we'll wait here for you when you get home." And my dad's about 11 years old at the time, and uh, him and his cousins start to hear banging from like the tool bench that their grandfather had in the basement of like nails and a saw and everything else. Enough for it freaked them up where they were both crying when the parents got home and like Grandpa was down in the basement doing the but it
Oh
makes you
my God.
wonder um it kind of makes you wonder if like is there something enough energy to like bring us back into this world for like one last bang or last because I like to like think about the movie Ghost where like that guy in the train station and he meets the other ghost that can actually like move and touch shit and he's like, oh my God, how the fuck is this dude doing this? And then he's just
That's
like
cool.
begging, he's basically begging him to like, teach him, but it says it's just so much energy it takes just to move something so simple. So it makes you wonder how much, momentum did my great grandfather have? Just like, I'm gonna bust through this reality. Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish that sled. I don't know.
I don't know, makes you think. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I had a fill in your story there, Melissa.
Yes, thank you. I had technical difficulties. My laptop decided to give out on me, so I'm
Oh,
back
it's
on.
okay. You're right.
But yeah, um, no, it's all very interesting. But where are the different places that you and your husband have gone to explore in this year?
Yeah, this one
Let's
coming up.
see. We've been to Indiana State Sanatorium, Billy Creek Village, Hinsdale House, Lake Shawnee, the Monroe House. I think that's the one place I haven't gone back yet because I'm terrified of that place.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Let's
I
hear the
will
story.
not go back unless I have people with us.
Gotta
There's
bring
no way.
Melissa. Gotta bring a
I'll
There's no
psychic
way.
go.
medium.
Come to Indy. That places, I don't know what the vibe is, but like I've been at their places and the vibe to the Monroe house is just, it's negative. It's like this energy that I've like never felt before. Like the vibe is just so negative. Like
Oh no.
you don't want to like close your eyes and like sleep at night kind of thing. I could not stay the night there. Couldn't do it. It's the
I
only place
bet
I cannot do it.
I bet Melissa has a similar story. She has this on video. Actually, you know what? Melissa, if you guys have you guys linked up as Facebook friends yet?
Not
I think
yet.
I think I added you.
Did you add
I think
Well,
so.
you guys better be friends.
me? Yeah.
Or someone's gonna get hurt. No, I'm kidding. No, no, I was gonna say you have a video that you showed me of like another. I don't know if it was like a paranormal program or a paranormal documentary or something that you were part of, but you went into this room where you got hit so hard where you was like you had to leave right away because it was just
Oh
so much.
yeah.
So I was just kind of relating to what you were, Emily, what you felt to what
Yeah.
you probably felt, Melissa, during that investigation.
Yes, these places, that's where I was at Fort Mifflin. That was the place where somebody had experiences with those rocks they tried to take home. That place is extremely intense. And yeah, I was doing automatic writing. I was tuning into a spirit that's very prominent in that place. Her name is Elizabeth, and she is known as the Screaming Lady because people in the surrounding area uh, the fort will be closed. You know, they hold tours during the day and do all kinds of events. And when the fort is closed, they will hear a woman just screaming, you know, pretty loudly, like, you know, she's being attacked. Many of times, the police have had to come and investigate. So during that time that I was being filmed for that pilot, and I was doing automatic writing, and I was connecting with Elizabeth, her energy was so strong. And that's exactly what happened. I had to disconnect, step out of the room, ground. I was writing all kinds of things. And then the crazy part was Elizabeth died from some kind of like stomach condition. And a month later, I had the same thing happen to me where I was visiting specialists. And thankfully, you know, it cleared up, everything was fine. But it makes you wonder if a spirit's energy is just that strong. I mean, she really connected with me on a deep level where, I mean, to feel those physical sensations was pretty amazing and definitely an experience that I won't forget. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Oh my God.
it's crazy. Have you ever investigated anyone's, like, has anyone ever reached out and said, can you investigate my home? I'm having paranormal experiences.
Not yet. Not that far in.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not that far in.
What tools do you use when you go out?
Okay. Let's see, my music box. So I have my music box. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
see.
what's that about?
Yeah. Let's see what
What's
that
your
looks
music box
Okay,
about?
so
Let's
this
hear
is
about it.
my music box would be the one that would I'd be in my car and I would look into the rearview mirror and there'd be like a shadow figure sitting there that it like is broke. It'll like
Oh,
it
whoa.
just doesn't. It's just random now. And I was gonna get it fixed and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna keep this on my shelf. We're just
Huh.
gonna do that. We're gonna retire the music box and I'll have to get another one because I don't want to deal with that again. But I mean, music box. Let's see. I need to get a REM pod. I forgot to get one. I think I have my Amazon shopping cart that I'm about to do. REM pod, my spirit talker. What's it called? Necrophonic. Is that what it is?
I've actually never heard of that one.
Necrophonic is really good. I don't know. I just like EMF reader, stuff like
Mhm.
that. I don't know. There's like a
Spirit
lot of.
balls? You
You
do
said
Spirit
those?
balls?
earball?
Spirit balls.
Oh, spirit balls. You said earballs.
Ear
That's
balls.
what. Yeah.
Maybe in Beetlejuice land or something.
Yeah, there's a lot, but it's expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, it can get expensive accumulating all of those, yeah, all of your equipment, all the different pieces. So I totally get it. You may find that some of the most intense experiences will come from investigating somebody's home because that's what I found. Some of the most scariest experiences I've had where I was energetically drained for a week came from
Oh
somebody's
my
home.
God.
Yeah, and you
Wow.
think, you know, yeah, they live in this house. I mean, how do they do it day in and day out, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would
So,
love that. I want a haunted house. An old
yeah.
Victorian style haunted house. That's all I want.
You'll be levitating.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Could you
I
imagine?
still I gotta say that AI video that I made of us going through the house is so sick.
Yes.
It's so
Famous.
awesome. Oh my God. With the ectoplasm coming out of my mouth, and especially at the very end, how like the blood and it's Pennywise's
Yes. The balloon.
balloon
Balloon.
comes out of there.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that's cool.
Like,
That was
damn.
cool.
I
Good
think I
job.
snapped the hardest on that motherfucker. I'm
It's
excited.
like a mini
No,
horror
it's like
movie. That was cool.
it is. It was like the blood on the walls and shit. Oh, it was hot.
Yeah,
That was
Sorry,
cool.
I have to say that.
I
definitely.
wanna I wanna explore options since it's closed. The first out of college job I had was that inpatient facility that the Indiana State closed down. It's in
Oh,
Lawrence, Indiana. I want to explore that, but I have to break in because that it's abandoned. But remember, I think I told you the guy in the unit that was levitating and walking
oh
backwards.
yeah. Okay. Oh,
That's
whoa.
that place.
Oh,
I
Oh,
wow.
want to
that's
go,
gnarly. Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
not open, so I can't. I'd have to break in. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. I'll
uh,
have to visit with you. We'll break in together. Yep.
Right?
Try to sneak in there and yeah. Pray we don't get caught.
Yeah.
No.
I think the next two places I'm gonna try to go to is I know there's another team that is scheduling the Monroe House again. I think June or July. So that'll be fun because I told you guys I ain't going back without people. Ain't no way.
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll go back with them. They're just a couple of girls. Love them. And then in August, I'm gonna try and go to Laurel's House of Horror in Maryland. But then I
Mhm.
think we're gonna make that like a 3 or 4 day stay. I'm gonna go to New Jersey to the Pine Barrens because I
Oh,
heard that's the
cool.
Devil's Forest.
Mhm.
Ooh, have you been
So
there,
yeah.
Melissa?
No, I was going to say, please hit me up because I am not too far away from any of those places, maybe just a
Okay.
few short hours. So please let me know if ever you
Oh,
decide to
that'd be
go.
really cool. And
Yeah.
also, you guys could do a vlog together.
Yes. Yes. That would be
It'd be on
freaking
flying
awesome.
chariots.
Yeah. That would be really super cool. Yeah. The one thing when we say, living in a haunted house, it would be fun. Maybe it depends on the degree of the haunt because I've had situations where people wound up just having to leave their home because the activity was so bad and it was really causing chaos in their lives. And
Yeah.
even after like home cleansings, they tried everything, and sometimes that energy will not move forward. It might quiet down for a
Yeah.
little while, but to totally get it to leave, sometimes it just won't. So, and that's always very heartbreaking to see a family like really have to
Yeah.
pick up and move. Yeah, and to have peace.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So,
true. Maybe.
yeah. Hmm.
Maybe we'll just stick with, maybe I don't know, just investigating houses. I don't know. We'll see. That
Mhm.
Victoria's at home would be nice because then I could have like little witchy vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. There's been times where I've truly had things that I cannot explain. Like I always look for that logical explanation first. I try to rule everything out before saying it's definitely paranormal. There was one time we were investigating a little museum and we were on the second floor and my team, there were four of us at the time. We were all upstairs and we went to walk down the steps and something took all of our belongings and tried to barricade us from coming downstairs. We
Whoa.
walked downstairs, we were looking at each other like
Mhm.
there was just no logical explanation. As far as we know, nobody entered the building, we were locked in. So to this day I can't explain that, but that was pretty freaky. Something was like playing a joke on us. So
Um,
yeah. And then later on, when we were doing an EVP session where we had our voice, our recorders, we asked, is anybody here? Did you move our belongings onto the steps? And we heard a whisper saying, be afraid.
oh
So,
wow.
yeah, that was pretty wild.
I did an EVP session in the tunnels at Indiana State Sanatorium one time, and I had my music box, and that thing will go off randomly. So I was like, it's just gonna be time to retire it. But I was doing one, and I was like, oh, it's going off. I was like, is there a spirit haunting me? Because at that time I was like, I feel like I have an attachment or something. And then when I was replaying the recorder back, it was like, it's me. And the
Oh.
girl that I brought with me at the time, it was her and another person because they wanted to go on an investigation. So I brought them. She was like, I heard that. She said, it's me. I said, yeah, I did say that. I was like, I got an attachment. That's not good.
Yeah.
Man, so what is
Probably why I lost my job.
so what would you do, Melissa, to cleanse yourself of an attachment?
Well, I always say the biggest thing is that everything comes down to your intentions. So, I mean, people will sage themselves. People may decide to go home and take a bath and add some herbs to the bath water.
Oh,
There's so many different ways. Like I said, your intention really means everything. And maybe what I do when I leave a place, I will say, hey, this is where we have to say our goodbyes, like set some boundaries. Does it mean that the spirits are going to listen? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I look at it like I'm talking to a person.
that's cool.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes people won't listen to you. They'll do whatever the hell they want to do. But it's really about saying, okay, now it's time we are parting ways. Thank you for letting me be here and investigating. But now it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
So there's different things you could do, but it really comes down to just cutting those ties and saying it's time to
So
move forward.
I
Yeah.
heard, yeah, being thankful and stuff before and ending a session or an
Yeah.
investigation somewhere, just because it's this good nature and I guess it's this good respect. And then some of these ghosts think they are still human and still in
Hmm.
this
Yeah.
world, you know what I'm saying? So like that pissed me off if someone said, "Hey, you're dead." And
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
like a recorder on my mouth. I'm like, I'm not dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of times where like I'll be in places or like I'll be at home or something, or maybe in the car or whatever with my husband, and I'll have things happen to me, but he's a very logical debunker. So he's
Sure,
like,
sure.
no, that's nothing. And I'm constantly like, am I hearing or seeing things? Am I like going nuts? Like what is going on? So it's just one of those things where bringing my husband, he's just like the natural debunker. I don't think he really believes in anything. I think he just goes with me for like the vacation and like the fun of it.
Right.
Uh,
So I think it's just me, but
Maybe he just loves you to death. That's another reason too.
so,
Yeah,
so
you treat it like a road trip, and you're exploring these cool places. And listen, I'm all about that too. I'm just happy to be at the place. It's
yeah,
something that I wouldn't just decide to just go drive. Hey, I'm going to go drive and visit this mansion or visit this museum. You know what I mean? So it's all about the history and
Yeah,
embracing all of that.
that's the only thing
Mhm.
for
about it is
sure.
the history when it comes to paranormal. Because yeah, that's where all these stories come from. There's got to be something tragic or something that like keeps the soul there in the first place, or like if a stone tape theory, either or.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something powerful enough where it left an imprint.
Mhm.
Yeah, when we went to Lake Shawnee a week ago, we were going down that trail with other people in the middle of the night, and I swear to gosh, my leg got grabbed by something
Oh
out of nowhere,
no.
and I went to like go move it, and I was like struggling, and my husband was like, "It's nothing. It's just a branch that caught onto your leg," and I was like, "Okay, all right, whatever you say." So I'll have experiences, and he's like, "No, it's just a branch. No, it's just this," and I'm like, "I swear to God, something's grabbing my leg." But okay, whatever you say.
As he's on the ground getting choked by like Freddy Krueger. This is not Freddy Krueger.
It's nothing. It's nothing. All the time. All the time.
That reminds me, there's a museum around my way called the Rockwood Mansion, and another very haunted location in Delaware. And I'll never forget, I was doing a tour. It was a ghost hunting tour with a group. They had paranormal investigators and leading this tour. And I'm listening to with the group, and I'm listening to them talk about the history of the house. And I feel something touched my ass. And I turned around and I gave the person behind me this nasty look. And he's looking at me like, what? I didn't do anything. And I believe the guy, he didn't, but I know something, yeah. That was probably one of the freakiest things that happened. Ghost just goes and helps themselves, Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let me cop a feel. Like,
You don't believe how much energy it took just to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But like I said,
Oh my gosh.
I es-
yeah.
ectoplasm in my pants.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh
too
my
funny.
goodness.
Uh,
So, yeah. But what did you think about today, Dustin? I know the hearing was on. That was
yeah.
pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, and it's still, I don't know if it's still going right now. It might be. Um, yeah, so I think this again might be a big change in humanity, what's happening today, and or who knows, it might be just another Stonewall slow drip of what we're gonna get, and we have to do another hearing again. Who knows? It's so up and down. That's why I feel like. I'm tired at the same time of like being excited and let down, being excited and let down. But just now it's like they are releasing some files, but I'm very curious what are they? Are they just gonna be like little teeny dots? But
Yeah.
it's like why, dude? I might have the fucking uh. Let's see here. I was gonna show you some photographs of what I have. Way better evidence of alien existence. This is what I'm showcasing at Colonel at the at the convention. And these are I have 12 photographs of these series. It's a F-117 stealth fighter with a UFO that popped out of the ocean over Pensacola, Florida, 1994.
Oh, wow.
So,
Do you think the spaceships or whatever, or the UFOs that we see in today, do you think they're like real, or do you think like it's like a cover up with the CIA? I know that's in like the pyramid code, so I wondered
sure. I think it's both reverse engineering,
you both.
crash UFOs to discovering ones underground to under the ice or in the oceans. Yeah, and the fact that they're popping out of the oceans constantly says a lot. And these are the fact that these are nice and clear too. Like, and the fact that I have them in hand, like they're
That's
originals. You know
awesome.
what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
what the fuck.
And you know what? It's perfect timing that you're doing this tomorrow. I
Yeah,
mean,
and it's perfect timing, right?
yeah, definitely.
Ooh,
So yeah.
really cool though. Those are
They
really
Yeah.
cool.
are. That's amazing. Yep.
That would be dope to see. I would love to see that.
Yeah, in real life,
Oh,
you see it
Yeah.
yeah.
yourself. Yeah, you're like, no one's gonna fucking believe me. No one's gonna believe
What?
me.
Can I get a picture?
Yeah, unless you have to take pictures. That's another thing too. That's makes these photographs a lot more awesome because AI is just taking over the world and it's taking
Yes.
over everybody's belief of the newest evidence is AI, or someone's not believing it because it might be AI.
Right.
So the photographs, there isn't no AI because most of my photographs are from um, I'm sorry, early 80s, 70s, 60s, and some in the 50s. So the fact, and I have some of these with negatives too. So it's just like,
Oh my god.
fuck you.
They are not faked, because we didn't have the technology back then to,
They didn't
yeah.
have the exactly, they didn't have the technology to fake them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's very, and uh, uh, I love how these photographs went viral after I put them on Facebook, enough where his old colleagues got a hold of me, like Paula Harris and Michael Horn, and then some other ones that are in the UFO field. But no, again, it's like these people have idolized for years, and I'm actually now talking on the phone for 2 hours, talking about if Wendell's probably looking down from heaven, watching you carry on his legacy. I'm like, oh my God, am I really talking about you're an ancient aliens and shit? What the fuck? I'm just like this pothead tattooed kid.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So this con tomorrow, is it strictly just about UFOs? Does it cover like a wide range of
No, it's
things? No.
just straight UFOs and
Okay.
military whistleblowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Um,
And this again will open the doors for more stuff to investigate. Maybe one day Ghost and Bigfoot would be talked about in Congress because they're as equally as important. Because I think all of us here on Earth are always wondering what the fuck is on the other side and trying to
Yes.
like. I feel like do you, Emily? Do you feel like your mind is plagued with this idea of like the paranormal? Because I wake up every goddamn morning myself thinking about the ancient astronauts. I feel like I'm a Looney Tune. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what is that what
Yeah.
I think about? That's why I don't have too many friends.
Oh yeah.
Ancient alien.
Parallel universes, different dimensions, all that kind of stuff. It's like very interesting because you're like in this world and you're like, no, there's like more than that. What is that movie called? Is it Interstellar or something where he's like behind like the
Yes,
yeah, it's like
yes,
that.
yes.
So it's like
So I love how
interesting every
Interstellar
day.
took all theories and squashed them all into that
Yeah.
movie, you know? And I love that too. Like the parallel universe, because like I love when, yeah, the bookshelf. I thought that was amazing too. The parallel universe. Oh man.
Yeah, oh for sure. It's like maybe like you hear spirits or whatever, maybe like they're talking or whatever and you hear it, but like it's a parallel universe or something. Like you
Yeah,
just don't know. It's like unknown, so I love that.
yeah. The
Yeah.
unknown and just maybe because I'm so scared of death. Maybe that's one reason why I'm on the search of the answer before I die. You know,
Mhm.
unless all the answers come to you when you die. And then maybe. But I want my like earthly pleasures like sex and drugs and whatnot. So
Rock and roll. Yeah.
I hope that shit is up there too.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is dumb as shit.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Emily? Do you with doing paranormal investigations and just being in this realm of things? Do you feel more comfortable with the subject of death? Because you know what, it honestly doesn't scare me. And I know I work in a cemetery and see it quite often, but it more intrigues me than I don't fear it. It's more intriguing to me,
Very
more so than
intriguing.
anything. Yeah.
Very intriguing. I like learning about, like, I went to school for mortuary science and I couldn't pass anatomy,
Oh,
so then I went to for social work. I still want to go back for mortuary science. I don't know, something's telling me that would be so much fun, but
oh,
I
cool.
don't know. We'll see. I don't know if that's on my 29-year-old plate now. I don't know. We'll see. But
Mhm.
I mean,
You're
like,
so young.
it's just, did you say I'm so young?
Yeah,
How old are you?
I love this guessing game.
35, 40? What?
I'm 41. 41.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. That's funny.
I'm in my
You're like,
40s too. Yep.
Yeah,
We're
we drink children's blood.
Yep.
maybe.
Adrenochrome is the
Maybe, but yes, I think the whole death thing, I mean, it scares me for other people, like, dying, but like it's like an interesting topic to think about. I like if you guys ever get on the website Herman the Shocker, you ever heard of that one?
No.
no. Tell us more.
I don't want to tell you more. I just want you to look it up in your
Yeah.
free time.
Ah,
Yeah,
It's
we
like this
definitely. Uh-huh.
it's like this what do you call those forensics or whatever it is where they
forensic
like take
files.
pictures of yeah it's like they take pictures of like how people die and like it's like actual
Oh,
bodies and like actual deaths
yes, I
on
think
this
there's a
page.
camp. Yes, I've seen that documentary. There's a it's it's for investigators who learn in the field of like seeing bodies out in the field dead and like they could determine how long they've been dead and how they died. But they
Yeah.
had like these cages around the body so these birds wouldn't,
Oh,
take.
that's it. That's a whole different thing. This is
Oh,
like
it's a whole different thing. I'm
it's
sorry.
like an internet page. It's an internet page, and like you donate to this website, and they just basically educate you on like deaths and like how the body dies from
Uh,
like suicide and homicide. Like it shows like graphic pictures, like actual
oh,
pictures of it. And I would show people pictures like the website, and they were like, "What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah.
you?" Like no single person would look at that, and I'm like, I think it's so interesting to
It
see how like
is.
someone dies from like all
Mhm.
the stuff.
Yeah.
So
there's
I like it.
there's an old documentary called back in the I don't think 60s or 70s called Faces of Death,
Yes.
and it's like and even other documentaries of like kind of want to scare kids back in the day of like driving more safe, but they're like showing the most graphic. Like they go like this documentary people must go to the latest crashes and they set up their cameras while the bodies is dangling out
Okay.
the blood
Mhm.
dripping out of their mouth. They're like, this is gonna
Oh
be
my
you.
God.
You know what I'm saying? This is like what? But
Oh my
it was
gosh.
very,
Yeah.
it was bizarre. It was like it was such a bizarre documentary to go to these death scenes and then filming the wreckage and like the crazy mutilations, try to scare the kids
Yeah.
back in the day.
Mhm. It's
Yeah,
like gory and interesting at the same time. I
it
remember Faces
is.
of Death. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
I was watching. I was
oh, I'm
watching
sorry.
some like documentary or something like that took place in like Brazil or some other country or whatever. And it was like the mortuary embalmer. It was like something the embalmer, and like it actually shows them like cleaning out the bodies and like dressing them and everything. And I was
Uh,
like, dang, some like embalmers in other countries though, why are they so rough with bodies? Like you don't have
oh,
to
sure.
throw them around and toss them and all that. Like dang.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Fuck you, Uncle.
that's now, are there actual mortuary, like schools that offer mortuary science, degrees, programs in your area? And I ask because I looked at that as well, but there is nothing in my area because even though
Hmm.
like you might be able to take some classes online, you do need to be in person to learn how to to learn about embalming. You
Hands
have to
on.
be,
Yeah,
yep, in the
Yeah.
hands on.
lab. Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana has Lawrence. So the city of Lawrence in Indianapolis has Ivy Tech and they have a mortuary school inside, but I never got that far, so.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I always, and I think, yeah, working at a graveyard or working in embalmment would really kind of, maybe it helps, maybe a fear of death too, in a sense of like, I don't know. I don't know how
Mhm.
people do it sometimes.
Yeah, I guess I just look at it like a transition.
Sure.
Yeah.
More of a shell, you end up being a shell of the
Hmm.
person.
Yeah. And I
I don't want to
understand
be
what
a
you
shell.
mean, Emily, about being fascinated to see these things because we've had situations where it's called a disinterment where we have had to unbury people and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you see some things. We literally a few days ago they had to open one of our mausoleums because somebody's remains were stolen.
Oh,
And yeah, the medical examiners were there and they opened the casket. I didn't get to see it. They were counting the bones, taking inventory because they wound up recovering the remains. It was a lady's skull and something else, but they're trying to put her back together. So I was not allowed to peek my head in and
oh,
see
it's
what was going
gnarly.
on. Yeah, but they did take photos and we will eventually get to see those. So I'm anxious. I can't
And
wait
Mel
to.
and
Yeah.
Melissa lived by the guy that did the incident recently that caught or was grave digging over 100 corpses and bringing them to his house. You
Yeah.
want to tell that story?
Yes. Or did you hear about that, Emily? I know it made
It
national
happened.
headlines. Did
Yeah,
you?
happened. Was it last year or this year? Last year.
It was actually, I think
Cool.
it might have been late last year or early this year. Did you hear about that story about the grave
Was it
robber?
a younger guy?
He's a young
Yes.
guy. He's a younger
Yeah.
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was near her house.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, he is about an hour away and was hitting the cemeteries. The cemeteries are abandoned, but they are being maintained by volunteers. But the cemeteries are so big that I mean, this guy was just literally able to get away with it. Nobody saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To have over 100 corpses. And then the guy like organized it in his house of like rib
And
cages go over here and like the legs of some would go over here and like
Hmm.
arms and like skulls. Everything was all like categorized.
Yep. Yeah.
that's wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Morbid.
Mhm.
Very morbid.
Morbid.
He's young.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess what, Dustin, I found out that he was hanging out at I know I was talking about this goth bar near me that's super cool. Yeah, he was a patron there. I said, oh,
Really?
isn't that lovely? Yeah.
He probably had a drink right next to the guy.
I wonder if I've ever been
Oh
in there
my
before.
god.
Yeah.
Like, a little
Oh my
dust comes
god.
off his shoulder and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
lays in your drink.
Don't mind me. I just got done working.
Yeah, right?
God,
Oh
that's
God.
horrible. But
Oh my
apparently,
god.
yeah, apparently the sale of human remains, I mean, apparently there's a big market for that.
There
And
is. It's
he was
huge.
making good money. So, yeah, pretty wild stuff. But
You
I
think
don't know.
that you sell those things to Africa for like voodoo shit?
Hmm. Yeah.
We got arm and leg soup here for you. Cure
Uh-huh.
anything. That's how we stay so young.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
he had an Instagram page, and I thought, how
Yeah,
did
he
nobody
has an
suspect?
OnlyFans page too.
Yeah. Oh God, he probably did.
We're doing some Jeffrey Dahmer shit in here.
Yep.
Ew.
But I thought, how did why didn't anybody question that he had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skulls listed, and his Instagram page was called Dead Shit Daddy? Like, didn't his family question what the hell he was doing? Where did you get
Yeah.
all these skulls? You know, I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy that he's even
yeah,
promoting it, you know?
I know. Doesn't that raise some red flags? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I know you talked about some of your upcoming investigations, and I'm so glad to hear that you investigated that. What is it called? This Indiana Sanatorium. I've heard all about that
Yeah,
place.
Indiana State Sanatorium. It's a really cool place. I like that place. Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do they do so they do group investigations and then do they allow people to so say if like you and your husband wanted to go in sometime and say we want to do our own, do they allow private ones?
They do. I think it's like $1,000 to rent out the whole entire
Yeah.
property overnight. But like I do,
Hmm.
I'll go with like the overnight private investigations. So that's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's like $100 per ticket. So it's like 8 p.m. to like 5 in the morning, which is fine. It's cool. Sometimes they have like camp outs on special occasions, so I've done that. But I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
been there in a few months, so I don't know if I'll go back there this year. We'll see. I live close to it though.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Penhurst Asylum? Okay.
Yeah. I've never
Yeah.
been though.
Well,
Mm.
that's about an hour away from me, and they are doing. Did you ever hear of the big Paracon that comes around every year? Yeah, so that is next weekend, and they say that's like the largest one on the East Coast. I would say like 9,000 people attend, and they have
Yeah.
Wow.
all of the stars from like all of the ghost hunting shows. They
It's
come.
expensive though to go
Yeah.
ghost hunting with that. I was like,
Hmm.
dang, too expensive.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. But yep, a huge vendor event. So I'll be setting up a table. I read tarot.
Yeah, go out and hang out with her.
Yeah, you should
Emily,
make the
come
trip.
on.
Mine, I have a job.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Oh man.
super cool. But I'll tell you what, though, being a vendor at these events can be downright exhausting, especially when there's like 9,000 people that
Oh
show up.
shit, right?
Yeah.
That's
And you have like
exhausting.
a line of people that want to do a reading.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. And you know, you figure like you're up very, very early because you have to set up early. And the second the doors open, the floodgates open, and you know, and you're selling yourself, it's your energy. So you're spent. I mean, but it's worth it. The experience is awesome. And you know, people they do hold tours to go into you know, the it was Penhurst Asylum. Now it's Penhurst State Hospital. Obviously, hasn't been operating for a lot of years, but you know, you can do the paranormal tours and everything.
Is that the one
So,
they're tearing down for a data center or something?
yes, yep. So this may be the
Yeah.
last year that they're holding that
Dang.
con. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate that.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up for today. But hey, Emily, I would love to have you back and just have this just kick the shit with us because I just love having simple-minded people and fun people like yourself that just be with us. I want to get a nice big group chat of like ghost hunters and we'll just have it like just a big, fun chit chat one of these nights. And I can invite you in that sometime soon, Emily. Would you be down for that?
Okay, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Girls, that was so much fucking fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Emily, can you tell my audience where they can like find you and maybe your YouTube or anybody that can reach out to you?
Yeah, so all my platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, are all Eminem Paranormal. And then my Facebook, I don't use my Facebook page that much. I use my personal Facebook since it's verified. That's just Emilee Wendling.
Cool, cool.
Very cool.
Well, sweet. Was there anything else you want to add, Melissa?
No, I will make sure that we are Facebook friends, and I'm so glad to finally get to talk to you and hear all about your experiences because I love to hear where other people have investigated, you know, people who live hours away from me and all the cool places they've been to and all about what
Yeah,
they've experienced. So good stuff. Yeah.
That was awesome. Hey, well, hey, Emily, can you stay with me for 2 more minutes?
yes, I got you.